What's going on, everybody? This is the one and only, the opinionated Iceman here on YouTube.com, the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Tuesday night. Happy to be here, and hopefully, all you out there are going to watch at least some of this video tonight. Um, it's reported that Jim Ross, whom is one of my favorite wrestling announcers of all time, is going to take part with Global Force Wrestling's uh, pay per view along with New Japan Wrestling, and Jim Ross is going to be there. And I think this is a great thing for Global Force Wrestling. Um, I don't know what's to come after that, but in the days of Worldwide Wrestling, I remember, Jim Ross doing that. Then he ended up jumping ship and going to the WWE or WWF, I should say. And it was a big loss when I was watching NWA wrestling because I thought Jim Ross was like the guy. Gordon Soley, he was another guy. There was just a lot of guys there that were great. I mean, when Tony Schiavone and David Crockett were together, I thought they were a great announced team. But Jim Ross was one of my favorite. I remember watching on Sundays Worldwide Wrestling, and it was like an hour show, and I enjoyed it because I just enjoyed listening to Jim Ross. He's just a great play-by-play announcer, and in my eyes, I wish the WWE would change up what they got. I'm not a big Michael Cole fan. I never have been. I think the King has worn out his welcome, and JBL sometimes just makes no damn sense. One minute he's for a guy, the next minute he's against the guy. JBL just can't make up his mind. I would love to see Renee Young on this announce team, but if she were to be put in there with Michael Cole, this would be an interesting thing because I don't think Michael Cole would really like it whatsoever. He couldn't, badmouth Renee like he does to JBL, or say some of the things sometimes he says to the King. But you know, be that as it may, um, the Iceman did a video congratulating Sean's View Entertainment, got a lot of heat, and the bottom line is the man is doing something right. Um, with over 44,500 and some odd subscribers, he's doing something right. A lot of people saying he's buying subs. A lot of people saying he's doing sub for sub. Um, but does it really matter? The subs are there. I mean, the guy does like 10 videos a day. Sometimes I think he does way too many. Um, but, I'm not going to take anything away from the man. I mean, I'm not a big friend of Sean's View, but I'm not his enemy. I've had issues with Sean, as well as other people have, but the fact is, he does have the 44,500 and some odd subscribers, and you don't get that by everybody hating you. I mean, let's face it. So, I mean, there is some validity to all of this, and people just have to learn to live with it. Um, you know, you may not agree with a lot of things he says. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong, but that goes without saying with all of us. So I try to be open minded on all the videos I watch. Um, and like I said, you know, my opinion doesn't mean it's a right opinion, but it also doesn't mean it's a wrong opinion as well. Um, I talked about Monday Night Raw. I thought it was a really good show. I got people like Killer Demon 669, Peter Gilmore, who's a friend of mine, saying it was boring. Okay, but that's, like I said, that's his opinion. I have mine. Um, this is what YouTube is really all about, is putting up a video, giving information, and waiting for people to criticize you or compliment you either way. But when you put up a video, you have to expect both positives and negatives about your video, because not everybody is going to agree with what you have to say, and that's part of the game when you're here on YouTube. So um, I watch a lot of Andre Corbeil's videos. I've had, you know, times where I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but it's his opinion, and I have mine. And but I don't judge anybody negatively because we're not on the same page. You know, they have a right to do their videos as well as I have a right to do mine. So, all in all, I mean, this is what we're here on YouTube for, is to give our opinion. And when you make a video, you have to expect the negatives and the positives. Now, we all know there's a lot of trolls out there, and a lot of these trolls will not get in front of the camera. And those are the guys that are the pesky little, you know, whatever you want to call them, because they like to put down your video or say negative comments. Uh, they have a very loud opinion, but yet they won't get themselves on camera and, you know, do a video on their own. They're just there just to be an annoyance, and we have to learn to live with that as well. So yeah, so the end of the year is coming, and we'll just wait and see what happens as far as the Iceman goes. I've already made up my mind. I think I've already said that in another video, but I'm not going to give out the answer as of yet. But I will say this. I think 2015 could be a very interesting year for wrestling with Global Force coming out, and none of us really know anything what's going on with TNA. Um, it's a sad state of affairs because they've been around for quite some time now, and we don't even know if they're going to be on Spike TV or if we're going to get to see them, or if they're going to be a webcast show. We don't even know. And here it is, November 11th, Veterans Day, and we have like a month and a little over a half to go before the end of the year. We don't know what's going on with TNA Impact Wrestling. Dixie hasn't said anything on her website, so I mean, you can you can wonder what's going through the minds of the stars that are there with TNA. They're wondering if they're coming back with the company or they're going to have to find work elsewhere. So yeah, pretty strange thing. I mean, I thought a TV contract would have been announced by now, and I don't know. I don't know whose decision it is behind the scenes at TNA, whether it's Dixie Carter or the higher ups above her. I don't know. So, anyway, it's a Tuesday, and I'm headed to hit the hay. I'm getting up very early. I'm headed out to Portland, Connecticut. I'm going to visit my sister probably for a very short time. My niece Cassidy's going to college, so I probably won't even hardly see her whatsoever. And my younger niece, Alyssa, I'll probably see before she goes to school and maybe a little bit when she gets home. So I'll be spending the day with my nephew Matt. Um, and we'll just be discussing wrestling and whatnot, and just for the fact I haven't been out there in like 3 months, so been very very busy, very very tired, and but you got to work for a living. So, all right, guys, I've bent your ear long enough. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Have yourself a great Tuesday night, and we'll see you all sometime soon. Peace out, everybody.